Hey, what's up, guys? It's been a long time, but this is Tim here. Just wanted to show a few, new items. This is gonna be my reintroduction because I decided to start from scratch. I don't know why. I don't know. I've changed a lot, so I don't know. I decided to show off. And some of these are new fun. Some of these are just recent spins. I'm just gonna start making videos, but my recent spins and all that. So what's playing right now is Charles Mingus, Wonderland, and this is live in New York City. And I saw another cover that looked a lot nicer. Well, it just showed the venue a little bit, but this is pretty cool too. It gives me like a, I don't know, Wizard of Oz type vibe. I don't know why, but pretty good performance. Maybe a couple weeks ago, I went to an antique store and there was a big crate of jazz LPs and there's a lot of good stuff. These are only 2 of them, but I'll show the others in the future. This is what I'm spinning right now, but this is the Essential Charlie Parker. And I believe this from the 50s, late 60s on Verve. I don't know, but I don't think it's the 70s, compilation. So if anyone knows anything about this, let me know, because I've been curious. Yeah, anyway, that's the gatefold again. And here's a band you probably never heard of, but I was going to a record store a couple weeks ago in a city about 50 minutes away, maybe. And I was very surprised to find this because this is pretty hard to find on CD too. 24/7 Spies, and I've never heard of the album before. I've heard of it, but I've never heard it prior to buying it. But 24/7 Spies, they're kind of like similar to Bad Brains, except more metal influenced, I think. They're pretty cool. This isn't their strongest effort though. Their strongest effort, in my opinion, is probably Strength in Numbers, but that's not on LP, so yeah. You guys should pick up some of the stuff though. They're very underappreciated, and it's fusion of a bunch of genres. But if you were to get into them, I'd prefer picking up the CD Strength in Numbers. This is pretty good LP though. It takes a while to grow on you though, but a lot of funk, reggae, jazz fusion influence on here. Anyway, really good LP. I don't know how rare it is, but I know that this band is impossible to find, so 24/7 Spies. And that album's called Gumbo Millennium. And I've been really digging like punk / 80s underground music lately, so I'll show off some of that. I'm building up my collection in that department. Minutemen, double nickels on the dime. And if anyone likes punk or 80s underground music, everyone knows about this album. It's a pretty killer album. It's not just punk, it fuses everything and it really has a good strong message. So I think this is on a lot of people's favorite albums lists. The best albums of the 80s, probably. But anyway, if you guys haven't checked out this album and you guys like a little bit of punk influence with some punk and jazz, this is a great album, and you should definitely hear it if you're into that type of thing. REM, Document. I've never bought an REM album before, but Document's a really great album. When I bought it, probably the 3rd time I heard the album because I was hearing it on, I was hearing a few songs on, internet and all that. Anyway, this album is great. Of course, when you're listening on the internet, you don't get the same vibe that you do when you spin the record or the CD or whatever. So, probably my favorite song on this album is Exhuming McCarthy. I really like the surf guitar vibe going on, so you guys should pick up this album if you don't already have it, if you're into that, type of 80s alternative. And yeah, check out that track on the internet or whatever. It's a really cool track. This is the only REM album I've ever heard all the way through, and I'm very excited about getting more, so you know, recommend favorite REM album if you know, want to, I guess. I'm thinking about Murmur. Murmur seems like a pretty good second album to buy, but you know, whatever you guys like. Like yet again another like punk fusion type album on SST. I've been really digging the SST label lately. Their LPs are really cheap. You get new LPs for like $10. So, yeah. Bad Brains, Eye Against Eye. I think everyone knows about this if they're into that type of thing. And this is kind of like probably what influenced the 24/7 Spots to do their thing. This is a great album. I really dig this album. I didn't hear this in its entirety before I bought it, but this is pretty killer. So, yeah. Like I said, if you're into that type of thing, pick this up. This is an essential. And again, going with some SST. So here's Fire Hose. This is the Minutemen after, I think his name was D. Boone, the singer and the guitar player, after he died in a van crash, I think in '85. Some guy in Ohio called up Mike Watt, which is the bass player, and he said, hey, you know, let's start a band or whatever, you know. And so this is the band right here, Fire Hose, Raging Full On. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this band, because I know they were very popular in California at the time, but I don't know, you know, how popular they are. But this is a great album if you're into that Minutemen type, you know, stuff. And they fuse a lot of stuff, and I really like the messages that, you know, the messages behind the songs. These next couple LPs are going to show some newer releases. So, well, this is from last year, but this is Danger Mouse and Daniele Lupi, an Italian composer, I think. And it's entitled Rome, and it's starring Jack White and Norah Jones. And this is just a really great album. They were going for like an old Italian 60s film score type vibe, and there's some really great tracks on this album. If you guys like Norah Jones or Jack White or even like Italian film score music, you guys should look this up, because this is a really, really great album. Yeah, came out last year. Very good. Very surprised with that one. Now everyone, I think a lot of people have this album in the vinyl community, so here it is, Clockwork Angels. I picked this up for $30 at that same record store where I got 24/7 Spies. So yeah, I haven't really heard it like a lot of times yet or anything, but it seems like a pretty awesome album. I mean, except $30 is a very steep price for me. I don't know why, but you know, I wish it was like 20 or something at least. But anyway, I thought, you know, why not? I love Rush, and I saw them live last year. They're really good live. If you could ever see these guys live, you should definitely do that. So do it. I think they're touring this year, which is kind of weird because they had the Time Machine tour last year and the year before, and now once the album comes out, they're doing the Clockwork tour. I don't know, something like that. I just find it very interesting. But anyway, Blunderbuss by Jack White. I really love this album. I've heard this album quite a few times. I've been spinning this a lot. It's a really great album, and I like the way he does his background singers. You know, I don't know. It's very unique album. It's not just like recycled music from, you know, it's something new, something fresh. And I don't know how this fits in, but I'm spinning this recently, so I guess it does fit in. After the Gold Rush by Neil Young. I love Neil Young. I have a lot of his albums, and this is a great one. This is probably one of his best, if you ask me. But I think everyone knows that. This album is a perfect 10 in my book. I mean, you know, it's just great. Neil is a great songwriter. And I love that gatefold too, just chilling. Anyway. So yeah, those are my recent spins, and I just wanted to, sorry for not uploading a video lately, just my camera broke, and I had to get something for it, so I put it back up there. So I'm going to start making videos more frequently, because it really sucked, because my camera broke, you know, and it's been like 7 months, it's been a long time, but I'm going to make videos more frequently, And this time, I know I have a, I know that I leave unexpectedly sometimes, but I'm not going to do it this time. Because like I said, the camera's finally fixed. So, I'm going to start making videos. I'm going to start catching up with you guys. Like I said, starting from scratch. I don't know. I felt like my older videos were lacking a little bit. I didn't tell a lot. I just kind of, said, oh yeah, this is Neil Young, alright, put it down. This is 24/7 Spies, So, I'm trying to be a little bit better at this. And, I don't know. I just wanted to start from scratch. A new beginning, But I do want to show you guys something, because another album I've been digging, it's actually a CD though, a tribute to Jack Johnson. And actually the way I acquired this was, I'm going to show you guys something pretty cool. I like it. It's the Miles Davis Complete Columbia Album box set. Let me see what I got here. Yeah, but anyway, Miles Davis Complete Columbia Album Collection. This was on Amazon for $200, and you get 53 albums, starting with In Paris, 1949, then Around About Midnight. You have all the classics in here, and it's going all the way to the 80s. But anyway, for $200 for 53 albums, I mean, even if they're CDs, you know what I mean? That's a great deal. You guys, if you guys want to cheaply hear Miles Davis, all his albums or something, to find your favorites that you could eventually buy on LP or whatever, this is a great deal. If it's still available on Amazon, I don't know if it is though, so you guys could check, but anyway, that's pretty awesome. And then another thing, this is, my little setup I got going. Anyway, I'll make a video showing my music room pretty soon, I guess, but right now, I'm just gonna upload this so you guys know I'm back. Anyway, though, alright, bye guys, thanks for watching.